Hello students, let's learn some new things in chapter 12 algebraic expressions. Using algebraic expressions, formulas and rules. Now, as we have discussed earlier and also you have used some formulas, that algebraic expression is used to make a shorter form of mathematical formulas and rules. In a concise way, we can write many formulas using algebraic expression. For an example, perimeter formulas. Number 1, perimeter of an equilateral triangle. What is it? It is 3 multiply length of the side of a triangle. If we take length of the side as L, so we get perimeter of equilateral triangle is equal to 3 into L, which we can write 3L. Next, perimeter of square. It is 4 multiplied by length of side of a square. If we take side as L, we get 4 into L, which is equal to 4L. Then perimeter of regular pentagon. Perimeter of regular pentagon is 5 multiplied by length of the side of a pentagon. If we take length of the side of a pentagon is equal to L, we get 5 into L, which is equal to 5L. So this way, using algebraic expression, we can write in shorter way these formulas. More. Now we will talk about formulas about area. So number 1, area of square, which is side square. If we take side is equal to L, we get L square. Area of rectangle, this we have used already, that is length multiplied by breadth. If we take length as small l and breadth as small b, we get L into b, which is equal to LB. Area of triangle, this one also we have used, that is 1/2 base multiplied by height. If we take for a base of a triangle small b and height of a triangle small h, we get b into h divided by 2, which we can write bh by 2. Now let us learn about some rules. Rules for number patterns. If a natural number denoted by n, for any natural number, if it is denoted by n, then its successor, that means next number, will be n plus 1. How? So if we take one example, n is equal to 10. 10 is a natural number. If we take n is equal to 10, then what will be the successor? Of course it is 11. But by this expression n plus 1, we can find that number. That is 10. Instead of n, we have to write 10 plus 1, that is equal to 11. Next rule, if a natural number denoted by n, 2n is an even number and 2n plus 1 is an odd number. We will take one example. If we take n is equal to 10, then what is 2n? The 2n is equal to 2 multiplied by 10, which is 20 and which is even number. If we take 2n plus 1, so 2n plus 1, 2n is 20 plus 1, that is 21, which is odd number. So for any natural number n, 2n is an even number and 2n plus 1 is an odd number. Now let us see some basic steps. Here, this letter P is formed using a 5 equal lengths of line segments. 5 equal lengths of line segments. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now for 2 P's, it required 9 line segments. This way we have to form the figure. If we continue for 3, for 4, so in general we can write number of line segments required to form this letter P, it is 4n plus 1. If we want one letter P, so here n is equal to 1 we have to take. Here n stands for shapes formed. So if we want to form one shape of letter P, we have to take n is equal to 1. So 4 ones are 4 plus 1, that is 5. If we want to form two shapes of letter P, then we have to take n is equal to 2. That is 4 2s are 8 plus 1 9. So this is a general expression for this kind of pattern. Now this expression is formed using arithmetic progression. This arithmetic progression you will learn in standard 10. So here let us quickly discuss this one. Here this 5, this 9 are known as terms. 5 is the first term, then 9 is the second term, and so on. So if we want to find nth term, what will be the nth term? We can use this formula a plus n minus 1 into d. Here a stands for first term, that is 5, and d stands for difference between second term and first term, that is 9 minus 5, which is equal to 4. And when we put these values in this expression, we get 5 plus n minus 1 into 4. We simplified 5 plus 4n minus 4. 5 minus 4, that is 1. It is 4n plus 1. Let us take one more pattern here. This figure H. Here letter H is formed using 5 line segments. If we join 2 letter H, it required 8 line segments. And in general, how many line segments required to form n number of shapes? It is 3n plus 2. Similarly, we can make this formula, that is this expression, using our arithmetic progression formula. A is equal to 5, first term is equal to 5, difference is 8 minus 5, that is equal to 3. We have to put this one in this formula, a plus n minus 1 into d. A is equal to 5 plus n minus 1 into d, that is 3. And that is equal to 5 plus 3n minus 3, 5 minus 3, that is 2, and 3n. 3n plus 2 is our expression. So now here, for an example, for three shapes we have to form 3h. So here we have to take n is equal to 3. From this expression we can find how many number of line segment required to form 3 h shapes. So here 3n plus 2, that is 3 multiplied by 3 plus 2, and that is 3 3s are 9 plus 2, that is equal to 11. So 11 line segments required to form 3 h shapes. Next, some more number patterns. Here 3, 6, 9, 12. This is the one progression. First term is 3, second term is 6, third term is 9. So in general we can write it is 3n. We can use same arithmetic progression. A is equal to 3, difference is 6 minus 3, that is 3. And when we use this formula we get 3n. So here for first term we have to take n is equal to 1. For first term n is equal to 1, so 3 multiplied by 1, that is 3. Second term 6, we have to take n is equal to 2, that is 3 2s are 6, and so on. Next, pattern in geometry. What is the number of diagonals we can draw from one vertex of a quadrilateral? So it is 1. In triangle, from one vertex how many diagonals we can make? So it is 0. For quadrilateral already we have seen it is 1. As we can see that this vertex and this vertex, they are non-connected. So when we connect them using this dash line, it is our diagonal. For pentagon, from one vertex we can draw 2 diagonals. And in hexagon, from one vertex we can draw 3 diagonals. So in general we can write number of sides. So for 3 sides, this is for polygon. 3 sides means triangle, 0, 4 sides quadrilateral, 1, pentagon, 2, and hexagon, 3. So in general, we can write the number of diagonals we can draw from one vertex of polygon of n side is n minus 3. If we take heptagon, which have 7 sides, so it is n minus 3, that is equal to 7 minus 3, that is equal to 4. For in heptagon, which have 7 sides, we can draw from one vertex 4 diagonals. Similarly for octagon having 8 sides, so we have to take n is equal to 8, 8 minus 3, that is equal to 5. So in octagon having 8 sides, from one vertex we can draw 5 diagonals. Let us solve exercise 12.4. Question number 1. Observe the patterns of digits made from line segments of equal length. You will find such segmented digits on the display of electronic watches or calculators. Here, we have already discussed this kind of pattern for letter P and letter H. Now here, this number 6, it is formed using 6 equal line segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this kind of figure you can see in your digital watches. So for one shape 6, required 6. For 2 6 steps it is 11. For 3 these steps it is required 60. And in general we can write expression is 5n plus 1. Similarly for B, number 4. So for number 4 it required 4 line segments. 2 number 4s it is 7. 3 number 4s it is 10. And in general it is 3n plus 1. It is already given. And in C, for digit 8 it requires 7 line segments. For 2 digits 8 it is 12, and 3 it is 17, and in general it is 5n plus 2. If the number of digits formed is taken to be n, the number of segments required to form n digits is given by the algebraic expression, which we have seen: 5n plus 2, 3n plus 1, 5n plus 1. Now question is this one: how many segments are required to form 5, 10 and 100 digits of the kind 6, 4 and 8? Let's solve sum number 1. Here A, we have to find for digit 6. Expression is given 5n plus 1, and we have to find 5 to form 5 digits. That means number of segment required for 5 digits, 10 digits and 100 digits. So here directly we have to use this expression. So expression is what? 5n plus 1, and we have to form 5 digits. That means n is equal to 5. So here we will write putting n is equal to 5, and that is equal to, instead of n we have to write 5. So it is 5n, 5 multiplied by 5, bracket close, then plus 1. 5 5s are 25 plus 1, that is equal to 26. So 26 segments required to form 5 digits of digit 6. Now for 10, same way, expression is 5n plus 1, putting n is equal to 10, and that is equal to, instead of n we have to write 10, that is 5 multiplied by 10, bracket close, then plus 1. 5 tens are 50, 50 plus 1, that is equal to 51. And to form 100 digits, expression is 5n plus 1, so putting n is equal to 100, that is equal to 5 multiplied by 100, bracket close, plus 1. 5 multiplied by 100, that is 500 plus 1, that is equal to 501. Next, for digit number 4, expression is given, that is 3n plus 1. Now we have to form 5 digits. So expression is 3n plus 1. Instead of n we have to write 5. So here we will write putting n is equal to 5, and that is equal to 3 multiplied by 5, bracket close, plus 1. 3 5s are 15 plus 1, and that is equal to 16. So 16 line segment required to form 5 digits of digit 4. Next, to form 10 digits, 3n plus 1 is our expression, putting n is equal to 10, and that is equal to 3 multiplied by 10 plus 1. 3 tens are 30, 30 plus 1, that is equal to 31. And last, to form 100 digits, expression given 3n plus 1. So putting n is equal to 100, that is equal to 3 multiplied by 100, bracket close, then plus 1. That is equal to 300 plus 1 is equal to 301. Last, for digit 8, expression is 5n plus 2. To form 5 digits, expression is 5n plus 2. We have to take n is equal to 5, putting n is equal to 5. So that is equal to, instead of n we have to write 5. So it is 5 multiplied by 5, bracket close, then plus 2. 5 5s are 25 plus 2, that is equal to 27. Next, to form 10 digits, expression, that is 5n plus 2, putting n is equal to 10. So that is equal to 5n, 5 multiplied by 10 plus 2. 5 tens are 50 plus 2, that is equal to 52. And next, to form 100 digits, expression 5n plus 2, putting n is equal to how much? 100. And that is equal to 5n plus 2, that is 5 multiplied by 100, bracket close, plus 2. 5 multiplied by 100, that is 500 plus 2, and that is equal to 502.